Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Welcome to a videos that I normally don't do that many of. Normally when I do, I like to have a whole bunch of these things built up over time, and that is video comments. Tells you that I don't do these videos that often due to the fact that I don't even have any graphics. Normally you know me, I'm OCD. I like to have a graphic. I don't have graphics. Like it took me a while to even find these exports that I did from my recording software, which is OBS. It took a while for me to find them. I'm like, oh, did I even have uh a video comments profile from my recording software? I did, and it was fucking very basic. I mean, I don't even have any graphics. It's like, oh my god, like that tells you how long it's been. Anyway, how are you all doing today? I hope you are all doing great. It is currently 5:30 p.m. on the 20th of February 2025. Happy 220 day to our boy Phil Burnell. I hope you are having a happy 220 day. Anyway, so as the title says, this video is going to be me replying to a comment. Now, I will go on record and say I am not the most verbally elegant person. I'm not. I would hope that you would understand that after me releasing 800, I think it's like 800. I think I recently cracked 800. Hold on, let me check, ladies and gentlemen. Let me check here. Give me one moment. Okay. I'm getting my I gotta get it all set up so you guys can see. Hold on one second. Channel. Okay, so I am currently at hold on. So this is my channel. So I am currently I just actually cracked the 801 videos mark. That's right, 801 videos. So after releasing 801 videos, over my YouTube lifespan of I think it's been almost like 13 plus years. Holy shit, I cannot believe it's been that long. 13 plus years. But anyway, I would hope that you would understand that Jeff, he's not the most verbally elegant. He's not very nice at all. If you want somebody who can really just talk you out of your shoes and that can really, that talks like a scalpel, somebody that can just get you without you even knowing it, I'm not that guy. You're thinking of more somebody along the lines of like Almighty Tevin or Boogie. Why did I say Boogie? That's not Boogie. Sorry, Almighty Tevin or Duty Streams. You want somebody who can really, if you want somebody who can just talk to you, and make it sound elegant and professional, those are your guys. Me, whereas they are like a scalpel, I'm more like a fucking sledgehammer. I'm just bludgeoning you with everything I have to say. There's nothing really that elegant. There's nothing that really elegant. I am the equivalent of the raving lunatic at a town meeting. Like you have everybody else, talk. Yes, I agree that we should not be taxing, overtaxing the population. And here is an elegant reason why. And here I am. I stand in the back. Yo, that's not cool. Fuck that shit. That's how I am. I am not very elegant when it comes to my words. I'm not very elegant with the whole setup. If you're wanting a setup that's elegant, fuck that's not me. That is not me. But anyway, we got a question that I thought would be a good conversation piece. So we're going to get to that right about now. Okay, so there I am. Well, I was already here, but anyway. I'm looking over at my other monitor, and it has a thumbnail of the video that I just stopped recording that's part of this whole overall video. And it has me looking like this. Like it picked the weirdest fucking picture there. It's like, really? That's what it picked for me? Oh well. Okay, so this comment came in on my let's see here, where it came in on my DSP thinks he legitimately works. And I just want to say, really, Number one, it says I have no views. I'm wondering if these don't update for like 24 hours or something. Because here, I'll show you something. Here, I'm going to go behind the shroud, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized this. I'm going behind the shroud. You're going to see some stuff that YouTube doesn't want you to see. God, I feel so dirty saying it like that. Okay, so let's do this. So let's turn on this. There we go. Okay, so this is my channel dashboard. As you, if you do YouTube videos, you'll know what this is. So there's no real need to stay there. By the way, I do want to say big ups to the 598 awesome motherfuckers out there who have subscribed to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so here's what kind of had me scratch. Okay, so here, let's scroll in. Or, well, holy shit, turn that thing off. Okay, oh, holy shit. Okay, so here's the video. DSP think he legitimately works. It's kind of cut off, you know, because it's being zoomed in. What the fuck? 111 views. But here, and I literally just took this picture. I literally just took this picture like a few minutes ago before I started recording. It says I have no views. YouTube, you're doing me wrong. Why are you doing GCurse wrong like this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, YouTube. Take me back. I'll be good. I promise. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so just to show that I'm not ranting and raving. There are motherfuckers who watch what I've seen. I have 11 comments out here. God damn it. Okay, but anyway, back to what I was talking about. Jeff, you're fucking losing your mind. Anyway, this was a comment that was on my DSP thinks that he legitimately works, and this, you know, like I said, I'm not elegant when I talk, so I'm hoping I understand what he was trying to say. So let's get over to that right about now. So this comment comes from at MVZME. If I butchered your name or if I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not fucking good at that, you know, like. And I actually replied to one part and then he replied. So I want to give you my heartfelt response, you know. But anyway, this viewer said, and I quote, "Duty is a hard worker pulling 7K to 10K per a month, trolling the pig roach. And people still heap the super chats on him. Don't expect him to want to truly be rid of DSP. And I'm no DSP fan, but some of us really want DSP off the net. Not those pulling 10K a month trolling him. Would you want him gone?" And I'll be honest. I do. I do want him gone. To me, Phil Burnell is a cancer. He is a goddamn cancer. And now one of these days, he'll be told about this video, and you know damn well he cannot let anything go. He cannot let anything go. Why did I scratch my ear? Because my ear's fucking itching. Sirens, I think they're onto me. It's a 220 call. Anyway, so I think Phil Burnell is a cancer. I do not think he deserves what he has. With that said, I have no issue. I have no bad blood. I have no beef, whatever you want to call it. I eat a lot of beef, but I have no beef. I have no beef with duty streams. If I was to say that I have one thing that I disagree with duty streams about, it's not even him as a person. It's just how me and duty streams, we kind of view Phil's audience. Now I may hear too much into it, or I may read too much into it, or whatever you want to call it. I personally think that duty stream still thinks that that Phil's audience, not all the audience, but let's say a part of the audience, that he thinks that part of his audience can be redeemed. That he thinks that they can still be redeemed. and I'm past that. I'm past that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm past that. I for the last couple years, I was kind of like on that tipping point. Now I was kind of like that on that tipping point, and it was kind of always kind of like straight. It wasn't going this way. It wasn't going that way. It was just kind of straight. And I part of me wanted to think that that Phil's viewers, we call them dense, uh, that they could be redeemed. A good portion. There are some members of Phil's community, like Derek, for example, that cannot be redeemed. They are irredeemable. They are in the same category Phil is. I do not think Phil can be redeemed either. Yeah. However, the what finally pushed me to the point, like, they're not redeemable. They're not. They are as bad as Phil is. That point came when Iron Cuck Sakai did what he did. Iron Cuck Sakai, he broke Pignosis. He broke it. He fucking broke it. He was free. He was free. And people were all like, oh, he broke Pignosis. See, anybody can come back from it. Anybody can come back. Me, I was more on the side of cautious optimism. Cautious optimism. And I will be right back. Something's going on outside. Okay, so sorry about that. So, what I was saying, I was cautiously optimistic, but the thing that, like I said, pushed me over was the fact that not only did I don't even think he broke Pignosis. I think he was trying some sort of long con or whatever you want to call it. But not only did he return to Phil, that wasn't like the worst. That wasn't fucking the worst. The guy started wailing. He fucking started wailing. He literally said exactly what we were all thinking. What were we all thinking? Phil asked, "Oh, we reached 150. The goal's been met. How about 300? Oh, we already reached 300. Let's go for 150." He went back to Phil and he just started fucking wailing. He literally became Phil's bitch. And that is why I call him Iron Cuck Sakai or Iron Sakai Cuck. You know, like, I will fucking shit on Iron Cuck Sakai because he fucking deserves it. Now, going back to what our boy Duty Stream said, well, I believe that he likes to try and see the best. He likes to try and see the best, and I'm the fucking polar opposite. Phil is evil, and his fucking supporters, they're as bad as he is. Okay, so that kind of talks about the first part of this comment chain. And basically, I was just kind of replying to that first part. What Duty makes 7,000 to 10,000? Hey, more power to him. More power to him. Okay, so I replied saying, while I have disagreements with Duty Streams, I think most of the time, at times he's too nice with his opinions. I personally think the money is acceptable considering how much toxic content he has to dig through to make his videos. I produce myself, Jeff, aka GCurse. I can produce anywhere from like a 10-minute DSP React to like 1 hour plus, and it's exhausting because it's exhausting to me, at least. To me, to react to someone who is as violent hatred. I should have said hateful. But it's emotionally draining. See, that's what people don't understand. If you don't make DSP content like I do, like Duty Streams does, like Almighty Kevin, like the numerous other detractors out there, if you don't make content and you're just literally just kind of watching us for our react, the one thing you may not realize, fucking exhausting watching Phil right now. Fucking exhausting. It isn't so much just sitting there watching the video. It isn't so much that. it's having to kind of absorb just everything that's negative about Phil. That the fucking hatefulness that he likes to spew out, the outward lies. You are literally watching a video of a person who was just filled with fucking hatred for everybody. Now he wants to say, "Oh, I don't hate anybody." That's them. They're trying to make me look like I'm a bad person. No, that's Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell. If you simply breathing, he hates you. The only time he actually, oh God, what's the word I'm thinking of? The only time he basically actually acknowledges you is if what you say is on the back of a $20. Now I know it could be lower, amount of bills. That's just for example. He will reply to other people that don't donate, but it's the most fucking generic. He doesn't want to fucking acknowledge you, but he hopes that by acknowledging your free post to him or your free chat or whatever it's called on YouTube, he hopes that by if he acknowledges you, that'll spur you to actually give him money. Oh my God, he actually said hi to me when I said, hi Phil, good morning. Anybody else, that would be normal. But Phil, he always has the idea of how can I make money off of this piece of shit? This guy said hi to me. I'll say hi back. And maybe, hopefully, in a day or two, a whale will be born. And that's the way it is sometimes. Because Phil likes to prey upon those who are vulnerable, which is fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting. And he knows what he does. He fucking knows what he does. But like I was going to say, though, before I went on that little rant, it's exhausting watching him just treat people like shit. Because even Phil does say, and it's partially true, well, if you don't like it, don't watch it. But that's what Phil wants. He wants you to not watch him. He wants all the detractors to stop watching him. He wants to keep a small group of viewers, 200 to 300 people. That way he can just manipulate them in silence. A perfect world to Phil, he's openly said it before. A perfect world for Phil would be if every detractor died. Then he could be left alone with his 200 to 300 viewers, and he could just fucking psychologically molest those guys until he got what he wanted. And when they start showing any sense of independence, out the door they go. Out the door they go. But like I said, back to I know, like I said, I'm kind of repeating, but basically it's just that it's hard to watch this guy and do content like this. It isn't like watching a happy person doing react, because when somebody's happy, you tend to want to get pulled into that happiness, and you're like, oh my God, this person's happy. This person's fucking happy. I feel good. I feel good. This person's fucking happy, and I feel great that they're happy. I feel great that they're happy, but it can also have a flip side. Well, that video game director is stupid, and they're a fucking idiot. And that person over there, they should be dragged into the street and shot. That starts to rub off on you, and you start to feel bad, and it starts to fucking wear on you. And that's why a lot of people, myself included, even though we'll take breaks for possibly, for a couple of years, we always get pulled back because you want to actually see how far down the goddamn rabbit hole this piece of shit has fallen. But so back to what I was saying. It's emotionally draining to basically you feel like you're sacrificing your soul. Literally, you feel like you fucking sacrificed your soul to do a react to this piece of shit. Let's see. While dealing with Phil Burnell, should be compensated. I'll be honest. I think anybody who has to deal with Phil Burnell, either in person or as a react, person who does react videos. Or even like what Duty and what fucking Raw Phil does, because even though you don't really recognize it, Raw Phil's there. He watches the goddamn streams. He may not have a role in his videos that much like what I do in mine, but the guy's still there. Still there. I feel that you should be compensated for the shit you have to witness. You have to fucking witness him treating his viewers like shit. You have to witness all this to make the content. And I feel that you should be compensated. And I think ultimately, well, let me finish this up. Should be compensated. The amount is up for decision when it comes to each viewer. Like, do you think that the person reacting should be compensated a lot or nothing at all? That is your right, but it's ultimately your decision. You get some water and some more ice. But yeah, so basically what I think, or at least how I'm interpreting what MVZME, like I said, I'm sorry about your name, what I think he's ultimately saying is or at least the way I'm reading it, should detractors who make react content, should they really be paid, basically? And this is actually an interesting question. It's actually interesting, or a discussion. Should people who react to Phil Burnell be, compensated? Now, I ended up my comment or reply to him was saying it was already a long-winded response. Okay, let's see here. How can I do this? I think I'm just going to turn my camera off so you can read read this. So, the commenter, he continues on by saying, I mean, yeah, I agree with you to a certain degree, but the kind of money he's pulling in, big time incentives to keep the show going. And this is completely rumor, I'm just putting it out there as I've heard it around that Duty. I think he meant to say Duty, like, Duty streams, paid off DSP to pull the strike on his channel so he could get monetized again. And like I said, pure, but I don't know, drop DSP 10 grand. He pulls the strike, your channel away, you make it back in 1 month. Okay, let me turn my camera. I don't know anything about that. If he did, that's ultimately something he will have to deal with. Me, I can honestly say I'm not saying that he did it, but I can honestly say I've never done anything like that. But then again, I don't have monetization. Phil Burnell, he tends to get pissy when people get monetization. And I will be one of those motherfuckers that if he tries that shit, I will fucking take him to task. His whole thing is, he's kind of two-faced, Phil Burnell is. On one hand, he says he just hates the restreamers that don't make any changes to the content, that just basically restream him and get it out there, However, he will then target somebody like Duty, that he does transformative work to his content. It may not be verbal like what I do. It may be a simple graphic. It's still transformative. And that's what Phil is, that's what he'll go after Duty, basically. He just, to put it bluntly, Phil doesn't want anybody making any videos about him. And that's because of the fact that he prefers that we're all dead. He prefers that GCurse is dead. He prefers that Duty's dead. He prefers that Memology's dead. He prefers that Almighty Tevin is dead. How many times did he just outright go on rants about Almighty Tevin? But that's what Phil would want. He would, in the perfect world, we'd be dead. That way he could continue to manipulate the 200 to 300 people that watch him on a daily basis, and he could do it in silence. But yeah, but like I said, but if and this is just me, I'm just reading this and I'm giving you my thoughts. If Duty did that, then that's something he will have to live with. But I can definitely understand the point that this guy's making. That well, if he paid off Phil, which he could or he may not have, I don't know. It would be it would explain why why the strike was taken off. And if he paid Phil a certain amount and then he would be making more money, then it would be a win-win for Duty. But like I said, I don't know anything about that. But all I do know is, for me, if Phil ever tried going after me, I would get a lawyer. I'm not fucking afraid. Because number one, it isn't just DSP content that I make. I make Transformers related content. I make Unsolved Mysteries related. I make a wide variety of stuff. So if he tried to go after me because of that, it would put my other videos at risk, and I'm just not fucking going to do that. I'm not going to fucking do that. He tries some shit like that, I'd be like, no, motherfucker, here's my counteroffer. My counteroffer is, you leave me the fuck alone. You stay in your lane, and I'll continue making my videos. Okay. And then he followed up with what he said. Now you're wondering, well, Jeff, why didn't you continue replying to him? And to be honest, when I replied to him the first time, I was at work on my break. So like, yeah, I would have continued having this nice conversation with this individual, but you only have a 15-minute break, bro. Like you only do so much in 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the webcam and I'll read his follow-up. The reason he's soft is because he's very careful not to lose that monetization. Lose that monetization. I'll give it to him. When the monetization was pulled, he kept making the videos. They slowed down, but he kept making them. So I will give him that. Turn the camera back on. And I was actually there. Now, it was just via a comment, but I remember leaving a comment on the video that Duty did. It was actually what led to him being demonetized for a while. When he showed his when he basically pulled back the curtain and he showed like how much he was getting and whatnot. In the comments section, let me see. I'm not even sure. Can I see here? Okay, let's go. I'm not even sure if he still has the video up. I'm not even sure what it was. Ooh, I don't have to see that. Anyway. Duty streams. Oh god, I can't recall what it was. Income, net or revenue reveal. I don't know what it would, but month, 4 months. This is back in the, like, I think it was like, what was it, like July, August? So it was a while ago. I don't. Oh crap! Hold on. Duty streams. Capita. Capita. Revenue reveal. I don't know what the really. Yeah, it's not here. At least I can't find. Wait, oh, yeah, I just can't find it. But it was like in the summer. It was in the summer. He revealed how much he made, or how much he was making roughly per video and all that shit. I remember going onto that video. Holy fucking shit! What the fucking hell is that? Oh god, turn that shit off here. Okay. I remember going on to his video, and I literally said, and I was a little bit nicer than what I'm going to say now. I because I don't have an issue with the guy. But I'm just going to be. I literally basically told him this was a mistake. This was a mistake, and I fear what's going to happen to you. And Duty, he to his credit, he basically said he wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid. And a couple days later, I think it wasn't even a couple days later, a day later, or whatever, monetization was gone. I would never do something like that because I would not want Phil. Phil doesn't deserve to know what we make. It's like if Phil feels like the viewers, his actual paying viewers, if they are not worthy of, getting answers from him, why the fuck do you feel like Phil should be entitled to getting answers from you? Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You want information, you gotta give information. But yeah. So like I said, he did keep making content, even though it did slow down a little bit during that time. It could have been that he was dealing with family or whatever, because I know he has family. But he did keep making content, which I gotta say, hey, by him making content, he proved to Phil that it wasn't just for the fucking money. And like it is with me, I'm not even fucking monetized. I do this because, number one, I like making videos that calls out Phil Burnell. Number two, the general public needs to hear. They need to hear what it is that Phil Burnell does. But that's about it. That's about it. Like I said, I just want to kind of reply to this comment. But basically, I think what he was trying to add, or at least what he was trying to say, now maybe me. I think what he was trying to talk about was like, should detractors get paid if they make content like this, And ultimately, it's up to each and individual person. I feel like I already said, I feel like if you deal with somebody that is as fucking toxic and hateful as Phil Burnell, because it ultimately it destroys your soul. You will sacrifice your soul to do this shit. I feel that you should be kind of compensated for it, but I can also understand why you shouldn't, because if you don't get paid, then you don't make this kind of content, which would have a trickle down on Phil, which means that people would stop watching Phil. Because honestly, let's be honest. The people that watch Phil are watching Phil or going to his streams because they get their initial experience to Phil from the detractors. No detractors, no videos. No videos, no Phil Burnell. And after a while, Phil Burnell would literally kind of die like a cockroach that got some bad bait, basically. And it's slowly kind of writhing on the ground, waiting for the owner of the house to step on him. Yeah. But that's just kind of what I wanted to talk about. And now, because of that, I am going to go to the actual video itself, and I'm going to type out my thoughts. Okay. See, like here's a couple of these videos that I'm talking about. Like, it isn't just like Bill Burnell videos. I do a lot of shit. Here. Oh my god. Could I pick a worse frame to pause that? Or it's more like, oh god. At least I cut off my hair. I still got to shave, but at least anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go down and leave a reply to this person. And by the way, which is odd because I had how many likes do I have on this video? Hold on. By the way, big ups to the 8 people who did thumbs up my video. For some odd reason, let's see here. For some odd reason, oddly enough, okay. Oh, it's 9 likes. For some reason, I'm only getting 8 likes. But anyway, for some odd reason, nobody has Nobody has a problem talking about Phil, you know, being a joke when he talks about him actually legitimately working. But for some reason, oh my god, when I talked about the dents auditing Phil when they were asking about where his money went, holy fucking hell, holy hell in a handbasket, ladies and gentlemen. 8 thumbs up. And here, let me. I'm not sure if I can zoom in anymore. I don't think it's okay. Hold on. 8 thumbs up, 6 thumbs down. What the fuck? Jeff's talking about us questioning Phil where our money went. Oh, we can't have that. Thumbs down, the motherfucker. Okay, but anyway, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to type out my response. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of reply to his previous posts, you know, with the oh crap, come on there. Okay, so the reason he's soft is because he's very careful not to lose monetization. Okay, so I'm gonna reply also to the stuff up here. While I see here. How can I do this? Incentive and regarding the rumor, I cannot say that I know anything. If it's true, then that is something that Duty will deal with down the road. That's Duty's cross to bet carry. Or cross to bear? Cross to carry? Carry. See, then we will go down to the second one. Soft, careful. I can see from your perspective why he soft. That it would put monetization at risk. That does sense. Me, I would say fuck it and go on the offense. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. Wait, offense if Bill tried fucking, and that's basically what it is. Phil is the type of person that he will literally try to act the tough guy too, but the moment you fucking stand up against him, he will back down. He openly said it in the June interview. He tried to act tough. People started coming up to him and say, "Hey, we're gonna beat the shit out of you." Phil paid them what was it, like $10 each, $20 each, just so they would not beat the shit out of him. Phil does not want any sort of conflict, you know. Okay. But I will say that if a person does DSP react content, they should be aware that it is a vortex and it will ultimately oh god, how can I say it? Ultimately cost you a portion of your humanity. If you choose monetization, that is ultimately up to you. There. And I will also just that this there, because the guy did take time to reach out to me. And that's ultimately how I feel. If I will go on record and say that if this person is correct, about the rumor that Duty paid off Phil, that is something he will have to deal with. Not my job to say, to punish the guy. Duty will have to go to bed. And if he does have a soul, whereas Phil Burnell does not, if he has a soul, it will start to wear on him. Like, oh my god, I paid off Phil Burnell. I'm basically, yeah, I'm getting content, but look what it cost me. I had to give Phil money. I'm as dirty as Phil is. That is something that Duty will have to deal with. That's his cross. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I just thought I would do something like that quick. Do it. Hopefully quick enough. And it is actually 6:12 p.m. So I've been doing this for about 42 minutes, roughly. As always, I hope you liked what you watch. If you're watching on YouTube, or Facebook, I'm putting my thumbs up, but there's going to be like a couple graphics. I'm hoping, well, there's my microphone right there, but the graphic should be like right here, But yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimately, like I said, I think this conversation, it basically falls down to each individual person. Do you want to be monetized? Do you not want to be monetized? What do you think? But like I said, I will see you all later. My name is Jeff, aka GCurse. Wishing you all a great day. Stay safe, everybody. Peace out.